There was a little gas station there and a little gift shop, and she said, "You build a cabin, I'll manage it for you." And it literally started with one cabin. And she started taking it, and she built up to where she was, there's 5 or 6 cabins that she was managing. The other thing that spurred it was the internet. You didn't have to have a front desk like I was used to. It's very difficult for me to say, well, you can do all that online. And I said, no, you got to have a desk, and you got to have people come in and check in. You've got to see them. You can't trust people to come and check into something like this and never even see them. That's just ridiculous. And that was my view. So but she did it, and it started. And what happened was when we built the lodge, or going back to the lodge, we got it all. We got the rooms built. We didn't have enough money to build a great room. So the center of that lodge, we had no money. So David Davies, our friend and director, said, well, we're going to raise the money locally. And we both scoffed at him and said, yeah, sure, we're going to raise the money. So we get in the car and we go. The first place we go to is the Coca-Cola plant.
Ed Fuller.
Ed Fuller.
He's a graduate.
And so we're sitting in the car, and Michelle said, how much are you going to ask for? They said, I'm going to ask for $5,000.
I think it was 10. He said 10,000. Yeah. We are not asking for $10,000 from our friend. No. No, we did.
And the plan was, if you gave us, and it turned out $5,000, we would put your name on a sign on the door saying that you furnished that room.
So, if I can interject, so what we did is we had a plan, and we didn't have anything built. We had the plan for Lakeview Lodge, and it was magnificent. And then David Davies, Executive Director of Tourism, he flipped it over without that center room, and it was like a Motel 6. And he was like, this is what we got, unless you give us $5,000. And it was like, I mean, literally, it was the sale was we showed it without the break room, and then if you can contribute, this is what our community will have.
So if you'll notice on your rooms, there's plaques on each one. Those plaques were made out of trees that we cut from that side. We raised, you could stay, you had your first choice of any holiday weekend. If you, on the rooms, it was $1,500. So we sold all the rooms, and then the suites on the end, $1,500 for the room and the suites on the end. So we raised about it turned out about $75,000, $80,000.
And the other selling point was these people slept in the parking lot on January 1st to get a cabin, and we were like, you won't have to do that.
Right.
You're going to have first option. You get a room on 4th of July, and the fireworks go off on the island right there across from the lodge that you're looking at. That's how we sell it. There's no fireworks anymore, but that's immaterial.
So what happened was it started growing, kind of like our tourism tax. The interest started growing, and the community really, like they did the park in the original back in the 30s, started taking an interest. They really wanted a lodge, and so they got behind it. Warehouser stepped up and said, guys, if you will build it all out of wood, we'll provide all the lumber for that lodge. That saved us about $110,000. So
that's why Diana could hear people walking around above her this morning. We didn't use cinder block.